next guest has been reporting on politics here in Tuscaloosa since he was 11 years old, and that was 6 years ago. He's been called Tuscaloosa's teenage political prodigy and is the founder and editor-in-chief of the conservative-leaning website, The Truth Gazette. Brilyn Hollyhand joins us live. Nice to have you in.
Gentlemen, thanks for having me. Roll Tide. Welcome to Tuscaloosa.
There you go, suit and tie. You came from health class.
I came from health class in high school, junior year of high school.
Junior year in high
came
school.
right over here for you.
Brilyn, you seem to have so much going for you. You're bright, you're attractive, you're well-dressed, you have all of these things going for you. You're going to fool around and end up like me.
We'll see.
No, you can't. If you hang around doing this political stuff, you're going to end up like just old wretches like me and Blake over here. You have so much possibility. You can do so much good in your life. Why politics? What is it about politics? When did you fall in love? Why?
That's such a great question because this debate on Wednesday is actually a full circle moment for me. At the age of 11, I was in 4th grade. I tuned into those primary debates in the 2016 election. That was the Trump, Cruz, Rubio, those fiery debates. I know you remember, yeah. And so at 11 years old, I tuned into that and kind of sparked an interest. It wasn't until the next year that I actually founded the Truth Gazette. But now, full circle here, 6 years later, I'm co-chairing the RNC's Youth Advisory Council here, hosting a debate, which is a crazy full circle.
Do you try to keep it fair?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So you try to keep you have a right of center point of view, but you try to keep it fair among the candidates. You try to be fair and impartial about what's going on inside Republican politics.
We've had a lot of the presidential candidates on my podcast, The Brilyn Hollyhand Show. That's why we're bringing NewsNation in. We want a fair and balanced debate, and we're excited to have you on.
He knows how to plug it.
Yeah, what are you bringing him on here for? He's going to take my job. Then what am I going to do? Exactly.
You're telling him to go to med school.
Yeah,
You're
exactly. I'm trying to
get
get him out of here. You're letting him plug his show.
So I hear you were telling the RNC chair, you got to have one of these debates on a college campus.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so this first conversation started back in January. That's when I had the conversation with the chairwoman. That's when I pitched the idea of the inaugural Youth Advisory Council. In that conversation, we started kind of talking about Milwaukee. I know y'all know about the first debate we had in Milwaukee. Yep. For the Milwaukee debate, we flew up young students from all across the country on behalf of Young America's Foundation. And that was really great. That was a good first step in, bringing the RNC, bridging the gap between older voters of the party and younger voters. But this time, we're actually flying 2 candidates at the University of Alabama, which is a cool experience, just to show you how far we've come. So, yeah, this is an idea I pitched way back in January. A lot's happened since January. We're excited to be here and happy to have you all.
Number one issue, very quickly, number one issue for young voters. What is the number one thing that these candidates have to make sure that they say up there on Wednesday night? What is it?
I think it's a path forward. I think a lot of people care about the economy. They care about fentanyl. They care about, obviously, the border. But we want to hear about a path forward. We don't want to talk about the past. We want to hear who has the best strategic, organized plan about where they're going to take this country. Because this election is going to affect us, my generation, the generation of we raise our kids, our grandchildren. We care a lot about this. I'm going to be listening to candidates, too. I don't know. I'm voting for the first time. So
it's not too late for you. You can still go into a legitimate profession. You don't need to follow our path.
I would be lucky to end up like Chris Stiles. So there we go.
And you can run for president in what cycle?
I don't know. I'd have to be 35. I've got a while.
You do exactly. You don't have to